in triangle RST, if RT is congruent to ST, the measure of angle R is 9x plus 2, the measure of angle S is 13x minus 18, and the measure of angle T equals 17x plus 1, find x and the measure of each angle. Well, first of all, before we can even do that, let's draw a picture here. So we'll draw our triangle, and we'll label R, S, T. And what we know is that RT and ST are congruent. Some other information is that the measure of angle R is 9x plus 2, and then the measure of angle S is 13x minus 18, and the measure of angle T is 17x plus 1. And what we notice about this here is that since RT and ST are congruent, the angle opposite ST and the angle opposite RT are congruent, and that is by the Isosceles triangle theorem. So what we can say is we can say that 9x plus 2, because that's angle R, is going to equal angle S, which is 13x minus 18. And like usual, solve this the way your Algebra 1 teacher would solve this. I'm going to subtract 13x from both sides, and we get negative 4x plus 2 equals negative 18. Subtract 2 from both sides, and then we're going to have negative 4x equals negative 20, and then finally divide everything by negative 4, so x equals 5. So here's our value for x, it's 5, and then we're going to take this value of 5 and we're going to put this back into each of these values. So if we do the first one, putting the 5 back in, I pulled up my calculator here. This is going to be 9 times 5 plus 2. Use a calculator, use Desmos. Don't use some calculator app on your computer, or worse, your phone. 9 times 5 plus 2 is 47. So measure of angle R is 47 degrees. For measure of angle S, we're going to do 13 times 5 minus 18, which is 42. And for measure of angle T, 17 times 5 plus 1 is 86. I paused the video for a second because something didn't seem right on this one, and I think as I look back at the calculator here, I said 13, I hope I said for angle S 13, should have been 13 times 5 minus 18. So let's fix that here on that. So this should also be 47, which would make sense because we said that those two angles were congruent based on the Isosceles triangle theorem. So sorry about that. I typed that in wrong. I might have misread it, but 13 times 5 minus 18 is 47. You can see that on there. And now we have those two angles congruent, and along with our third angle of 86.